double dig, I'm going to do the double dig method, which means I'm going to be digging down 18 to 24 inches. You need one of these. I've measured out the bed, and this end is 5 feet wide. And I took stakes and put them on each corner, and I hammered them in the corners. So this is 5 feet, and this long edge is 20 feet. So this is a 100 square foot garden bed. And then I took some string and wrapped it around each corner to give me a marker of where to dig. The way the bed is lined up is north and south. So this end where the fork is, the garden fork is the north end. That means this is the east side, this is the west side. So the sun comes up over the long edge of the bed and sets in the west. So sun rises in the east and sets in the west. That's the alignment of the bed. And then the reason for 5 foot wide is so that you can easily reach to the middle of the bed from either side to go ahead and plant and weed without stepping in the bed. So that's the whole goal, is you never want to walk in the bed. It compacts the dirt and it's not good for the plants. So far I've loosened the dirt the length of the tines. The next step will be doing the meditative work of removing the grass clumps and the rocks. Now the grass clumps, weeds, sticks, large rocks are cleared off through the first layer, and I used these tools to mostly accomplish that. So these were great and useful tools to get all of that stuff off the top. That took me about 6 hours, but it was worth it. So I will never have to remove any more really large rocks or clumps of lawn. Done. So all future seasons don't have to do that again. Now it's time to take a break and go to the baseball game. Now I've removed the strings and the sticks that were around the bed, and that was marking out the bed. And next what I've done is I removed a section of dirt that is 12 inches deep by 12 inches wide by 5 feet long. So you can kind of see that. And then normally you would put that dirt into a wheelbarrow and then wheel it to the other end of the bed. But since I just moved here, I don't have a wheelbarrow, so I used empty moving boxes. I went to my local garden center and purchased 2 bags of compost and 1 block of peat moss. The compost is this size and the peat moss is this size. These will be amendments to the garden bed. Now over here, as you can see, here are the boxes of the dirt from the front of the bed. Then I used my garden fork and I dug and loosened down another 8 to 10 inches. This is called the double dig. As you can see, the fork is stuck way down into the dirt. So next I'll take a bit of that compost, just a little bit, and sprinkle it across this row and then mix it in with the garden fork. This is really excellent for plants' root systems to be able to go down 18 to 20 inches. This first section, when I double dug it down, it took me about 20-25 minutes to do that section. And then now I'm going to repeat and do another 12 inches by 12 inches by 5 foot section. And this time I'm going to move that dirt into the first section like so. And then once I have that done, then I'll loosen it down another 8 to 10 inches, sprinkle a little compost and mix that in, and then move to the next section and on down the entire garden bed. I'm now at the halfway point. Yay! This is the last row to double dig. So next I'm going to take the dirt that I took out of the first row and shovel it into the last row. Well, that was fun. I did this double digging over a period of several days, so don't think you can have to do it all in one day. But as you can see, the dirt is all fluffy, so that is the true definition of a raised bed, because the dirt's been fluffed up 18 to 20 inches down and fluffed up. So now we're going to go on to the next phase, which will be raking it smooth and pulling out any more excess rocks. So that's more of meditative work. I'm at the other end of the bed so that you can get a better view of what it looks like. It's all fluffy and raised up, a raised bed. Next, I'll do the raking. I've evened out the bed with a garden rake, so it's pretty even now. And I also pulled out all these rocks and a collection of broken glass. Next, I'll be putting in the amendments across the bed. 2.5 bags of compost has been just lightly spread across the top of the bed with garden rake. And next we'll be mixing the peat moss with water and slopping it on top and across the bed. Okay, the wet peat moss has been put across the whole bed, and so the whole bed's got some dark brown material there. And I'm going to use the fork to mix it in lightly into the top. I'm just going to go across the whole bed and do this and just mix it in. All right, I'm done mixing it in, and next the bed's all rough again, so now I'm gonna take the rake and rake it smooth. Okay, now I've got it raked pretty flat across the bed. So it looks pretty good, so I can put the rake aside. Nice. So next, always remember, you never wanna step your feet in the bed, never, never. You just, because it's all fluffy and you don't wanna compact the bed. However, right now it's still fluffy in that it might have some air pockets in it. So now I just need to take this board and walk on the board to flatten the bed, just to take the air pockets out. So I'm going to step on this board and flatten. It flattens the dirt out, so it kind of takes the air pockets out. So this is just a cheap piece of board. I'm just going to do that across the whole bed. I'll flip it over, just kind of step on it, flip it over that way, and go around, because I can't walk in the bed, so I guess just put the board down here, just step on this, and I'm going to do that across the whole bed. Just take a couple minutes. The bed's all tamped down. Next is giving it a good deep drink of water. Keep watering until the water kind of pools up on the top of the bed. So then it looks like it's deeply watered. So the water doesn't want to soak in anymore. So remember, you're going down about 20 inches. You just want to get a lot of water down in there. Now the bed is good and watered in, so we just let it rest overnight, and then it will be ready to plant. I've placed out the plants I purchased, and I'm going to use transplant shock just a little bit to give them a good start. And then periodically I'll use some fish emulsion to fertilize at the appropriate times. In time, I'll decorate and spruce up the edges and then fix up my lawn. So for now, thank you for joining me to double dig this vegetable garden bed.